Hi everyone and welcome back to the introduction days here at University West. Once again, I'm your host. I'm Ebba Torolsen at the International Office. And today's schedule is as follows. You will start with some introduction of the Student Union and their activities and how the organization is, including Flint, which is a part of the Student Union. You'll learn more about it soon. Then you will learn more about the buddy program, the student chaplaincy, difficult word, in here at the campus. And you will also hear from your coordinators depending on what department you are an exchange student at. Then we will have a break. Hopefully we will have time for some Kahoot in between. I heard there were questions yesterday about what about it? We will finish it today. And then we'll have a break, and then you'll learn a bit more about rules and regulations here in Sweden, and then we will end with some really good and fun and inspiring information about Trollhättan and the region in general. So with that, I also want to remind you that it is recorded, so you don't need to write everything you hear. I will publish it on the same page as you found the Zoom link and the introduction information. I will publish both webinars from yesterday and today on that page. The goal is to have it published tomorrow. So with that, I am inviting Elin to talk more about the Student Union. So you can take the place there and take us away.
Thank you. Yes, so I am here for the Student Union.
Låter inget?
Låter det inget? Nej. Är den inte på?
Mute. Kolla om den är mutad.
You're muted. Ja.
Vilken hon har filerna.
Nu är den unmuted.
Hör du mig? Nice. Okay, apparently I talked for 2 minutes without you guys hearing me, so that's great. Always technical issues with this stuff. But as I tried to say, my name is Elin Strömberg. I am the chairperson of Student Union at University West, also called SHV. And I'm here to explain a bit about the Student Union and what we do as a student union here in Sweden and at University West. So, we were established in 1991. We were situated in multiple places because the campus here was separated before. But in 2008, we decided to all come together as the university decided to go together, and also the student union. We represent all students and doctoral students at University West, and we are responsible for educational monitoring, student politics, and study social operation here at University West. Now we will go into a bit more about our organization. Last year we were 1,032 members. We are a member-controlled organization that you can see at the top of the presentation. So the members are at the top, and they can be elected to be in council, which is our highest deciding organ. Then we have the Student Union Board, the executive organ, and they listen to what the council says. They do all of the activities and the activities and the operations that council decide for them to do. Underneath that, we also have 5 program committees, which I will introduce later on. We have 5 interest committees as well. To that, we have 4 full-time people and 2 employees, so you can see management group and staff. We usually call management group the leading group. We also have student representatives, which you also can become once you get here, and we are about 100 active within the organization each year. So let's go on to our committees. All of you guys are studying a bit of everything, probably. You're studying different programs or doing exchange here within specific subjects, and therefore we have program committees for starters. This map is a little bit outdated, but I will try to explain as good as I can as to what is correct and not. So we can start with program committees. We have SPRUT, which is for nursing students and social psychiatric care. So if you're in healthcare, you are supposed to hang out with them. Then we have EPIC, which is currently a non-active committee, sadly, but they have economics, HR, and they also earlier represented international students, but they now belong to ISC, which I will explain in a minute. And then we have PUST, which is for our teaching students as well as our social worker students. So if you're within that kind of area, those are the people you should be looking for. And then we have Vysuvik, which is more towards IT and media and data. So if you are working or studying something within like media specialist or anything like that, or if you are studying anything within IT, you can also look to those. Then to finish out the program committees, sadly Flint here says it's non-active. It is active now. It was not active when I made this presentation. Flint is for engineering students, and they are here for you guys who are studying anything within engineering, maybe the international machine engineering, for example. You belong to Flint. Then we have 3 interest committees. One is over here. I will explain that later. West Finance Society, they are an interest committee. They only meet to discuss things regarding like shares within companies, economics and stuff like that. They are solely based on interest. Then we have Wessex, who are the main active committee for arranging parties and pubs and seatings. So them you will see a lot. And then we also have the ISC, which is the International Student Committee. So if you're interested in some things or activities or operations regarding bringing multicultural perspectives and bringing people together from all different countries, you can talk to them. You will also see all of these active committees during the week you are here, or the week you arrive, which I hope you do next week. And to also explain, all of these committees have different colors, especially the program committees. So SPRUT, for example, they have something called overalls that are red. Overalls is, I hope that's self-explanatory. It's like pens, and then it's like a thing that you pull up. Theirs are red, then EPICs are turquoise, Vysuvik is green, PUST is orange, Wessex is purple, and Flint is black. And then ISC also have overalls, and they have yellow ones. And if you're interested in getting an overall, contact us at Student Union and we will help you out. Then we move on to our employees. We have Susanne Johansson. She is responsible for the accounting and questions regarding membership and Mesonaut. So if you have any questions regarding how to activate your Mesonaut card or anything like that, you can contact her or come by the Student Union and she will help you out. Then we have Madeleine. She is our student ombud. And she is responsible for supporting students in matters regarding their education, like explaining what your rights and obligations are. If you feel mistreated by a teacher or through an examination, you can also contact her to get guidance. And she is like a neutral part between the students and the university to help out so that everything works as flawlessly as possible. Then we have the full-timers. I am one, for example. I am the chairman. I represent students in overall leading and development groups. I am responsible for the work on student politics, housing, questions, and integration. For you, mostly you will turn to International Office for Housing Questions, though, because I am more for the national students here in Sweden to help out with that. Then we have the vice chairman. She represents students in questions regarding educational quality and quality assurance, making sure that your education is as good as it can be, and that is at the end of your education, you understand what you have learned and you can then go on to work. She is also responsible for educational monitoring and student representatives. So if you're interested in these assignments, you can also contact her. Then we have the business manager, who is the leader for the project Introduction Days and Labour Market Days. The Introduction Days I will go through in a couple of slides as well, what is happening there. But if you have any questions regarding this, you can also ask her. She is also responsible for the study social work and contact with students, work life and student discounts. Then we have the Union House General. She is responsible for the restaurant environment, the work on the Union House and the work with external bookings. So if you have anything, any activity or anything you want to do within the Union House, you can contact her in first place. She also takes part in project groups regarding Introduction Days and Labour Market Days. And here we have a picture of all of us. So we have me here at the far left side. I am chairman, as I said, our secretariat, Susanne. Then we have our vice chairman, Alicia, our Union House General, Ida, our business manager, Agnes, and our student ombud, Madeleine. So if you have any questions, just contact us and we will lead you to the right person to answer your question. Then we have the kickoff Inslussningen, which is welcome committees from the 19th to the 24th of January. They will be here on campus, so if you are not arriving by the 19th or maybe at a later date, we sadly cannot make introduction activities for you online. But for those of you who do arrive by the 19th or throughout the week, you're welcome to all of our activities. It's anything from a welcome party on the 19th, and we have a pub crawl, we have a seating, we will also have a five-part challenge. It has all been posted on Inslussningen's Instagram. So I would recommend you to search this name up on Instagram and try to find that. And there the schedule for the week is. It is a mission from the university for us to be responsible for the introduction days and the second introduction week. So Inslussningen used to be the one only for fall term, but now we have renamed it for the spring as well. So now it's Inslussningen for both of them. And as it says at the bottom, we have activities ranging from pubs and seatings. And then this is 4 quick about SHP, not 5, because I have forgotten to change this. But we have Invest, which is our Labour Market Days mission from the university. We sadly just had that in November, but if you are here long term, for another year at least, you can also come to our Labour Market Day next year in November. But if you have any questions regarding contact with companies and such, you can also contact the business manager, Agnes. We are members in SFS, Swedish National Union of Students, and they are a national organization that collects student unions. They help us do political work towards the government. So if there are any political questions that you would like to be brought up in this forum, please contact us. We are also included in the collaboration SAMS, which is Collaborating Students, which is a smaller network for us to do student politics. As we are quite a small university, we also have quite a small student union. And therefore, we talk to each other to make sure that we get our voices heard in SFS as well. And then we are also operating the student pub Decor, which I hope you will visit during your time here, as it is open, except the first week, next week. It is open every Thursday, the term out, and next term hopefully as well. And you can come there as long as you show proof that you're a student here and you have your ID with you. And that was the last of my slides. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Elin. I'm gonna take your microphone and then we move on.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna take it right away to
Yes.
leave it. You had a difficult one.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the presentation. And you know who to contact if you have any more questions. Thank you so much. So with that, we're going to move on to Flint, which is a part of the student union. And we have some representatives that will introduce themselves even better than I can. So welcome in, guys. And you can take over. I will also put the microphone on. So you can take this. And then I'm going to put this on your pocket, which is perfect.
Okay.
There you go. So you can just take it away.
Hey guys, my name is Akshay Rafi. I am the vice chairman of Flint, and this is my colleague or my friend, Ritik. And
Hi, I'm Ritvik. I'm the chairman for Flint. So let's go forward. So we are a subcommittee of the main union. So we are mainly known for the engineering background, but we have other students as well. So we welcome all the new students, first thing. So Flint is run by students. We make sure we encourage students for having fun, bring in new ideas, innovative, creative ideas. We have a lot of, what is that?
so it's like we have a lot of programs which are
Yeah.
meant for students. So engineering students over here, they tend to have a lot of fun because the union, which is the student union, and us, Flint, will honestly help you guys with it. And the main factors or the core factors which we aim on is encouraging innovation. So if you have an innovative idea, we would like you to come to us and just talk to us, and we can help you out with it with no issues at all. And the secondly would be to build leadership, because so we are the core of the panel or the board members for this year, which is 2025-2026. The elections were in 2025, and throughout 2026, June, we will be there. For the next people who want to be the chairman or the vice chairman, we honestly encourage you to come to us, spend more time with the union, and have more ideas brought in. So the vision, which we all have in total, will be to empower engineering students with skills, confidence, and opportunities. With opportunities, we mean that we help students to find companies. In terms of finding companies, it's purely related to industrial visits. It's not like we find internships for you or thesis for you. We offer industrial visits, maybe in Trollhättan or maybe in Gothenburg or maybe other cities. Few of these industrial visits will be charged by norms of the student union. A few of them will be free. But we always find opportunities for you guys. And the mission, I think my chairman knows it better.
So when it comes to the vision, we want, so as you all know, engineering students, when you talk about it, everyone thinks it's just boring, just a lot of theories and just studying a lot of stuff. But we want to inculcate fun part of it as well. So we host a lot of pubs. We make sure you guys have a lot of, experience in the pubs, where you get to work in the pubs and have fun at the pubs for sure. And we try bringing in companies here for pitching in ideas. So we want to bring in all together, like an overall experience where you'll be ready to go into the industry as well as have fun in the university as well. That is mainly our vision.
So what Flint does is like we offer technical workshops, and just not technical workshops. Workshops as in when you come over here, we offer programs like competitions. So we just had a competition done on December, which was the FFL, the Flint Football League. And we had a good participation in that. And when you guys come in, when the new students come in, we will again have a competition based on your opinion. So if it's going to be a football or a basketball or anything else. And project development and innovation, which we mentioned in the PPT, purely means with, so if you guys have an idea related to robotics or maybe any other fields, please come to the student union and call for us. We will honestly listen to your idea with all minds and all heart. And if there is a future in it, we will surely take it ahead, for sure. And then guest lectures by industry experts. This might be done in the industry itself. It will be done during your industrial visits, maybe with Saab, which is one of the best in Sweden, or Volvo. And then hackathons and competitions. Hackathons and competitions is what we are currently trying for. So when the new students come in, which is I guess you guys are going to reach here by 15th January or maybe later. But anyways, we are trying for something which is going to happen in February so that you guys get to be a part of it. And team projects and collaborations, this will be done in, it's just something which we are doing currently. We are working on it and we have a Flint group which is set for that. And skill development programs, yes. This is related to, like all the others mentioned above, deals with the skill development programs which we offer you guys. So the reason why we ask you to join Flint is to gain practical experience in engineering skills. So I've been in the university for 3 years right now. I'm currently doing my bachelor's, and I can say that Flint and Student Union have helped me a lot in core engineering aspects and also having fun student life. And the rest, my chairman knows it better, trust me.
So you guys always come to university, you think it's going to be just studies. Nah. You come to the university. As I am an international student, when I moved in here, I thought it's just going to be a lot of studies. But then when I got to know about the Student Union, it's really fun. They host a lot of events, pubs. You have, during the entire introduction week, you have different activities where you can have fun, you can interact with a lot of people. And there are a lot of committees as well there. So you can talk to them, get to know what about them, how they function, what they are known for. So when you come join us, we make sure that you get overall experience, like I mentioned earlier, for the industrial aspect as well, and have fun. And it's actually, yeah, beyond your classrooms. Classrooms are always going to be there. You guys have your teachers, studies, all of that. We going aside. But along with that, we come in as an extra plus point for you guys in the university life.
Yeah, and the term that we say with build a strong resume is that, so if you work with Flint a lot and we see that you are putting your heart and mind entirely to it, we offer you a position in our board, which might be a deputy board member position or a board member position, but it depends. And it solely depends on us, and we have to see that you have the passion from all that you mean that you want to be a part of Flint, or you are good in governing any situations or any position that which we give you. So that's why we say build a strong resume. And trust me, these factors like extracurricular activities, which you have been a deputy board member or board member in any of the student unions, in Sweden, it's a great plus point to your resume.
So when it comes to our plan for this year, like I mentioned, we have, like Akshay also mentioned, we have industrial visits, pubs, hackathons, e-sport leagues, and workshops. So in workshops, we have multiple workshops what you are planned. So once you come in, you have more ideas about it. You guys can come talk to us about it. Along with that, we also have few ideas which the core team or the core committee has decided on, which we will be hosting soon. Once you guys come in, you will get to know the dates as soon as possible once we declare it. And esports league, as usual, it's going to be like your Call of Duty or anything like that. We will be handing out like, what is that? Pamphlets or what is that? Forms where you guys can tell us which game you guys have in mind, so we can host those games as well.
So how you students can get involved with us is join as a member. So all international students, and I mean international students, fee-paying students, are automatically the member of the student union. So when you are automatically a member of the student union, come to us Flint, which is we both, and we have 7 others with us, and they all will introduce themselves when you are in the university. So any of us, and say you want to volunteer for any of the stuffs which is happening in the university, with all open arms, we will invite you to come with us. We have no, hesitations for that. And participate in events. So even if you don't want to be in the position of controlling someone or anything, you want to participate, please come and participate. Even that creates a difference because you get to meet a lot of new people and maybe have new friends and everything, and take leadership roles over time. This will depend on how we see you and how good you are and how good you have been performing in any of the events. So once we see that you are good enough for that, we will give you leadership roles.
So come join Flint once we are here. And you guys can check out the Instagram page. We will be posting there very frequently. We keep posting things. When any events come, we post there first. So guys, check out that. And once you're back here, please come and join us. Or you can come talk to us always. And during all fikas, fika is, what is that?
It's like a Swedish break.
Yeah.
So it's going to be on all Tuesdays at 4 o'clock at the university itself. When you're here, you will understand what it is. And we will be there. Flint will be there on all fikas. And if you have any questions or anything, just text us on Instagram. And also, for the international mechanical engineering students, on 22nd, your program manager has called for a meeting or an introduction meeting for the mechanical engineering students only. Flint will be there on that day as well. So we both will be there, and you have any questions then, please ask us. So I wish you all the best and see you soon.
Yeah, see you.
Thank you so much, guys, for a great presentation. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for sharing your perspective
Yes,
as well.
thank you.
And yeah, we'll see more of you when they arrive.
Exactly.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Yes.
So we will move on to speak a bit more about the buddy program, get an introduction to what it is. And to learn more about it, I have Veronica who will be telling you about it. Also, I want to add a quick thing that if you're an exchange student, you're actually also free, you can also get a free membership at the union. So that's really good even for you. And now, Veronica. It happened almost again. I've fallen before.
Okay. Luckily, we got the transition done without accident. Hello, everybody. Again, I think you know, all of you, who I am. I'm Veronica, working at the international office. And now I will present the buddy program for you. So a few words before. When you're signing up to this program, you will also be in touch with our student ambassadors. They organize this and send out the information. So I don't want to take all the flowers myself. Okay, let's continue. So what is the buddy program? It is basically information sendouts that we do. It is for you to get to know each other and make friends here when you come to the university and get in a new surrounding. It's also for you to learn more about the Swedish culture, which is interesting when you're coming to a new country, to learn more about how it is, both the geographical part but also the cultural part. And it is, of course, also like for you to just enjoy your time and to have a good time here as a exchange student or a program student. So it is information sent out that we send out usually on Wednesdays, and it has suggestions about activities that you can do here in the region that can be either organized by Trollhättan stad, so the city, or by the student union, or itself by the university. It really depends on. So these are some examples of activities. So we also have a trip to the north of Sweden organized that is in collaboration with the student union, and they will shortly communicate when that trip will be organized. But for example, you can do a dog sled ride or see a moose here in Sweden, or do some touristy things in a close by city. So all these type of activities will be sent in these type of sendouts. Okay, so how will it work? Shortly I will show you a QR code where you can sign up for it. You can then, after you signed up, attend the startup meeting. That will be in collaboration with the CU at 4 that you have heard plenty of times during these introduction days, I guess. So that's taking place every Tuesday. And on the Tuesday of the 27th of January, that's when we start up the buddy program as well. So there we will help you to find group mates. So you will be put in groups and you can administrate them yourself, basically. So you will have WhatsApp groups where you can communicate with your group members, and also set dates and times that fit you to actually do the activity that we're suggesting in the sendouts. So when you have your group and everything is set up and your first send-out of the activity arrives to your email, then you can just reach out to your group mates and say, okay, what about we make or do this activity this Saturday? Is everybody free? And then, of course, we would be glad if we get some pictures of you doing the activity, and we would also be glad to share this on our social media if you consent to this. But of course, we also have an open ear if you have questions or if you want to see a certain type of activity, if you need help organizing something, or just have comments and suggestions for future students. So, having that said, you can also find all this, what I said, on the website, so that's the QR code to it. And if you want to learn more, just reach out to us via email at the International Office. And finally, to sign up to the program, you can scan this QR code. You will come to a forum where you just fill in your name and your contact details, email address, and phone number, so that we can also send you the information. Yes, having that said, I believe Ebba will join me for this information. So here is one more time the IKEA trip.
Yeah, that's so good that you added that. I also added it in a separate slide.
Okay, so now we have
So great minds. Yeah, so I can just tell you, I mentioned yesterday shortly about Inslussningen, which is our introduction event, and Kåren mentioned it also. There will be a lot of events happening on campus and together with the student union next week, starting Monday. And one of those events is the IKEA trip, which we host every start of the semester, which is really popular, even though you might not be planning to buy a lot of furniture yet. It's a good first impression of Sweden and the Swedish culture. It's IKEA. It's the Swedish heart.
Yeah, exactly. And you can meet your classmates and just socialize. But please sign up for it. That would be really appreciated.
Yeah. So you can find more information and registration via the QR code.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Veronica.
Okay, let's
Leave
not
some
fall
space.
a big
Exactly.
step.
And now we are moving on to, you will learn more about the student chaplaincy here at University West. And I won't introduce them, they can introduce themselves further. So welcome on the stage. And like I said, watch your step and take it away.
Thank you very much. Hello, my name is Andreas Pervik. I am the chaplain here at University West.
And my name is Maria, and I'm a deacon here at University West.
We would like to say welcome to our fellowship here in the university, and we hope that you will have a very good time here. Your studies, your courses, but also making new friends, learning a bit of Swedish perhaps, and enjoy life here in Trollhättan.
The university chaplaincy is here for you as a student or staff at the university. Anyone is welcome regardless of faith, religion, gender or sexual orientation. You can talk to us about everything, joys and sorrows, life issues and beliefs, identity and relationships, or whatever is important in your life right now.
We are available for individual talks, conversations. I'm a priest and you are a deacon, and all our meetings are confidential. We are flexible to meet you here in campus, or maybe in our offices, or maybe we can just take a walk and talk. Because sometimes life is a bit of a struggle, and then you could need someone to share it with, and here we are.
There is also a silent room open for all students in F318. You can go there for personal prayers, to light a candle, or if you just need a moment of silence.
You will reach us and get in contact through our website. We are there. And we are also present here at campus Tuesdays and Thursdays normally. We have a very popular cafe going on Tuesdays. We call it See You at 4 because it starts at 4. At the moment, university pays for your fika. Fika means, it's a Swedish word, it means to have some coffee, tea, or maybe a soda and something nice to eat. And there we have board games you can borrow, and we are there to get to know more people, get new friends, and so on. And Thursdays we also have a language cafe, we call it. We are in the cafe just outside the restaurant and try to learn some Swedish. Because if you are here one semester or several years, it's nice to know a little bit more than hej. But start there, hej. Thank you very much, and we look forward to meet you.
We really do. Everyone may need to talk to someone sometimes. Get in touch. Everything is talkable. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And yeah, welcome to contact them anytime you need, guys. And see you around.
Thank you.
Bye.
So now we are quickly moving on, and you will meet your coordinator for exchange at the engineering department. So you are welcome here, and you can introduce yourself and talk about the most important things you want to say, and stand right there.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you so much for the presentation. It was perfect.
Oh, sorry. Again, let me just double check your microphone. Nej, det är den inte.
I didn't change the microphone.
Okay, just give us 1 second. Should I just take another one?
Yeah.
This is number...
So it's mine.
It's number 2, Mikael.
Oh.
Test. No, it should be fine. Is it working? Okay. Sorry for the confusion, guys. We have a lot of microphones going around, so you can just leave it on the table and just remember to grab it when you walk away.
I try to remember.
That looks perfect. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Great. Hello, everyone. My name is Darwin. I am international coordinator for the engineering department. My role is to help the international students with the academic matters. So anytime if you are not sure who to contact, you can contact me. I work close to the teachers and the program responsibles and the examiners. Then I try to find the right person for you to contact with. There are some important points that I want to mention in this short meeting. One of them is the exams. Remember that you need to register for the exams a couple of weeks before the exam starts. That's mentioned in your Canvas page when you will start the course. And the registration will be closed 10 days before the exam starts. So that's an important thing which sometimes the international students are missing it. I hope you remember this. Another important point that I want to mention, in all the course in University West, we have an important document which is called the Course PM. There you can find the detailed information about your course, about the examination, and who is your course responsible and examiner, and the contact information for them. Something that might be new for you, I want to mention that the lectures are not compulsory, or it's not obligatory for the students to attend, but it's highly recommended by the teachers to not miss the lectures. But in case if you miss, that's not obligatory. All the obligatory sessions are examination, and it's your right as a student to get second chance for any examination in case for any reason you miss one of them. And in order to know which part of the course is examination, you can check in LADOC or in the course PM document that you can find it in the Canvas page for your course. That's all I want to mention here, and I hope see you soon. And if you had any questions, you have already my emails, and I contacted most of you before. Feel free to send me emails and ask your question, or visit me here in the school. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You can just take it with you. Perfect. Thank you so much. And we are moving on to the international coordinator for you exchange students who are studying at the Department of Business, Economics and IT. Welcome.
Hi everyone, my name is Wilma Westin Lundqvist and I am the international coordinator at the School of Business, Economics and IT. And I have probably been in contact with most of you regarding your course selections. I know we have had to make a lot of changes this semester due to cancelled courses, and some of you are still in the Mobility Online system, and we're trying to figure out what courses you are going to take. So if you still are a little bit unsure of what courses you are to study or select, look through Mobility Online and don't hesitate to contact me. I will answer all your questions, and also when you arrive at campus, I'm also here to set up meeting if there are things that are still a little bit complicated in terms of courses. Otherwise, if there's anything regarding the courses or exams, you can always contact me. But when it comes to housing and those kinds of questions, you turn to international office. And I sit at this campus in the J corridor on the 3rd floor. So if there are any questions, you can just come and pop by, but preferably send me an email and we book a time slot. And just as for the engineering students, remember that if you are having in-class exams here at University West, you must remember to register for those exams. Otherwise, there is not so much more for me to say. I hope that you feel very welcome and that you will have a fantastic semester here at University West. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So with that, we're going to take a break again. So a coffee break or a fika maybe. And after the break, we will do the Kahoot. We'll finish the Kahoot after the break. And then we will also talk a bit more about rules and regulations and more about the region and more fun things you can do to get inspiration of activities and stuff you can do in the city. So take a break and be back at 2:15. Now we will move on to rules and regulations, where you can learn a bit more about also how to be Swedish, but in a more serious way. So I will welcome Veronica to tell you a bit more about the Swedish police. Unfortunately, we did have a policeman who was supposed to be here and tell you, but it's January, people get sick because of the cold, but Veronica did not, so she needs to jump in and do this. Hopefully you learn something, and you live here, so you know. So welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ebba. Hi, everybody. It's me again. So because I didn't get sick, you need to bear with me one more time. So as Ebba said, this is not my presentation. And as we all know, I'm also not from the police. But yeah, we thought it is good for you to also maybe get in touch or see a police officer in Sweden, because from other countries that you're coming from, maybe the relationship with the police is very different and you need to be more scared of the police, and we wanted to show you here you don't. But maybe we were not on #1 priority list. They had to cancel very short ahead of or like short before today. So therefore, I'm taking this. So let's start. Rights and obligations. Okay. So as you know, Sweden is a democracy. So we have a strong legal system, the rule of law. I think if you want to learn more, please also reach out, and there is always you can talk to the police always about these things as well. However, what's important for you is that, of course, you need to be treated as an equal and also treat others as equals. So please bear that in mind. Also, the next slide with freedoms and rights. Be tolerant to each other. Here in Sweden, you have the right to believe in any religion that you want. You have the freedom of speech. You can also demonstrate for whatever you want and believe in whatever you want, and you need to tolerate that. And of course, you have the right to execute all these things. So maybe I'm not the perfect person to talk about penalties, but of course there is laws that you need to follow, and if you don't, there is a functional legal system. So bear that in mind. Okay. So our duties: the duty to help and protect all people who live and visit Sweden. The police investigates crimes and is also there for crime prevention, and it's also your obligation to collaborate with them if something happens. It is your obligation as part of the society to help. Okay, so what's super important, now we're getting a little bit more hands-on, please carry your ID, and if you have a residence permit card, always carry that with you. It is super important wherever you go. Diving into fundamental laws and regulations in Sweden. So domestic crime is not allowed in any sorts of way. Threats, harassments are prohibited and can lead to severe punishment. Of course, the same goes for sexual offenses. It's not tolerated at all, and does not matter how people are dressed or how they look. It is under no circumstances okay. You are not allowed to carry with you weapons of any sort, also no knives. We actually had a funny incident. Also, no picnic knives are allowed. So please, if you're doing in the summertime a picnic in the park, don't bring a knife. Okay. There is no sorts of drugs allowed in Sweden. So now you know. Don't bring that into the country. And maybe also when we're talking about drugs, also it is important. Other European countries might have other regulations. In Sweden, there is no drugs at all of any kind allowed. Okay. So maybe that is the biggest culture shock, alcohol. So in Sweden, there is a shop called Systembolaget that is a state-owned store, and they are the only ones that are allowed to sell alcohol. You are allowed to enter the store when you are 20 years. If you're under 20 years, you cannot enter and buy anything in the shop. So they have the right, they are the only ones that can sell alcohol. So now you will, when you go into a supermarket here in Sweden, you will still see, for example, beers or drinks with a lower percentage. And I believe the mark there is 2.5 or 3.5. Anything above that, you can only buy in Systembolaget. So if you go to a bar, you can, or bar or restaurant, you can drink of the legal age of 18, but buying is only allowed from 20 years on. Maybe also, jumping back one more time here, it is also a difference to other countries that the bartender has the right to tell you that you're not getting any more drinks if you had enough. Because the bartender is also the one selling to you and responsible that you get home safe. So they do have the right, and if it happens to you that they say no more alcohol for you, then just go along with what they say. And I know in these situations it's differently perceived, but they have the right and you need to follow. Okay, then smoking is also only allowed from 18 years on, but I believe all of you guys are above 18, but if you're not, please consider that. And when you're in traffic, driving, never drink before, no drugs. It's clear, I hope. Okay, other things in traffic, please always wear seat belts and also helmets. No matter the age, you always need to have a seatbelt, no matter where in the car you sit, no matter if you're sitting in the back seat of the car, you always need the seatbelt. And also in traffic with the like bikes or motorcycles, you need to wear a helmet. So driving license, if you're bringing your license from a different country, check if you can drive in Sweden. Most of the driving licenses have the right, or you have the right with them to drive in Sweden for 1 year. After a year, there might be changes that you need to do a Swedish license if you're staying longer in the country. So the 1 year is usually the tourist phase where you can still use your driver's license from abroad, but after that you might have to attend some extra theoretical lessons or even do a full new license in Sweden to continue driving in Sweden. But you can check what applies specifically for your country, because that is different from country to country. Okay, if you have seen a crime or you have been a witness, you can always go to the police. Of course, also if anything is done to you, they are always there for you and there for you to give you help. You have the right for an interpreter. The police might need your help when investigating a crime, and it is your obligation to help. And they provide support for victims if it's a heavy crime. Okay, these are numbers you really want to remember. If something happens and you need emergency, or like it's an emergency and you need help, 112 is the number you want to call. If it's not an emergency, then you take this number instead. So as they say, contact to the police for questions or reports. So for example, your bike got stolen, you use this one. So 11414 is the reporting number. Okay, so now they have a question slide, so feel free to write anything in the chat. I'm not sure if I can answer very deep questions since I'm not from the police, but if you have questions regarding the rules explained or anything, just write into the chat. I'll be also later on the chat. Having that said, thank you so much for listening, and I hope we could jump quickly through this dry topic.
Great job. Thank you so much. So far, no questions in the chat. And if we have any new ones, you can answer in text, I guess.
Perfect. Let's do that.
Thank you so much.
See you later.
And now we're moving on. Sorry, Veronica, for having to carry the heavy and boring subject, maybe, depending on your interest, of today. But now we're moving on to Visit Trollhättan, that will tell you a bit more about the city and the region. And I welcome Felicia to take the stage.
Thank you. So, my name is Felicia Hallberg, and I work at Visit Trollhättan Vänersborg, and we have our office here in Trollhättan, and I will talk a little bit about what you can do when you come here and what experiences you can expect. So I am the tourist agency manager, and as I said, our office is at Drottningtorget, the square here in Trollhättan. And you're very welcome to come there and have a look in the tourist office, see if there's any nice brochures, some souvenirs and stuff like that. We are open Monday, Wednesday and Friday during off-season. And we also work a lot with Vänersborg, the neighbor city, and also have a tourist office there. And you're of course welcome there as well. And we often talk about Trollhättan Vänersborg as our big five. So I will walk you through these big five experiences you have to do while you're here. And I hope you get some inspiration and feel excited to come here and experience all of these fun things. So what we have is the mountain, the inland sea, the culture, the river and the innovation. So that's the five different parts. And we start with Sweden's Rocky Mountains. So this is two mountains, Halle and Hunneberg, that exist around 20 minutes from Trollhättan by car, and that's the easiest way to get there. You can also take the bus, but then you have to hike up the mountain as well. But it's a really beautiful place. It's called the Elk Mountain because the King of Sweden usually comes there to do the royal hunt every year. And we have some elk, so you can go elk spotting if you want to. You also have 70 kilometers of hiking trails, different lakes, mountain bike trails, and a lot of beautiful viewpoints and nature areas. Here, so I would absolutely recommend to go to Halle or Hunneberg for a nice day trip, or maybe stay in a windshield and spend the night at the mountain and make some food over the nice fire and just enjoy nature during night as well. You also can rent a glamping tent and stay at the mountain, which is super nice. Then we have the inland sea, so close to Vänersborg, the neighbor city, you have Vänern, Sweden's biggest lake, and here you can do a lot of like fun activities, but you also have beautiful views and a nice place to stay during especially spring and summer. You can go here fishing. You don't need a fishing permit to go fishing in Vänern, but you still have to read like the rules and so on. And you can find more information on that at our website or at the tourist information. You have a lot of different beaches. You can go kayaking or canoeing. In Vänersborg you have the kajakomat where you can rent a kayak and you just pick it up. And then you can go out kayaking by yourself. You have a long biking trail that goes around all of Lake Vänern. And here you can spend a lot of days going around the lake. I think you need almost a week to go all the way around. But you can also do like some parts during just a day trip. We also have golf carts that we sell, where you can go to different green fees around the lake and experience different golf courts as well. Next to Lake Vänern, we also have our biggest camping, Ursand Resort and Camping, which is a very big camping, especially for families, but there's a lot of activities. You can go miniature golfing, you have the beach, the restaurant. It's like a little resort on itself. So that's also a really nice place. And to go to Vänersborg, it's easiest to go by car or by bus as well. And then we get to Trollhättan, and here we have the river, Sweden's Mississippi River, as we call it. And here we have some different parts that I think you have to experience while you're in Trollhättan. So we have the locks area. It is half an hour walk from the city center, a beautiful nature area. You can bring your own picnic and just hang out there by the water, watch the boats go through the locks, and during summertime there's a coffee place as well where you can buy ice cream and so on. Very cozy place. We have the waterfall, which is only active during one weekend in July. Then it's scheduled active, but during spring it's often the gates are open anyways because there is a lot of water from the snow and rain season. So also a must to see the waterfall. You have the Koppaklinten. It's a view platform where you see the view over the river. Also super nice. You can bring a picnic. There is a fireplace as well. And the Koppaklinten is the perfect place for winter sunset. Yeah. We have a lot of different sculptures around the canal and the river. So you can go on a sculpture tour if you want, if you're interested in art. We have what's called Vårviks Farm, very idyllic and typical Swedish setup where farm life happens. There is you can meet some animals. There is a nice nature area around, very cozy place to go to. And then we have Edsvidsleden, which is the hiking trail. It's a 14-kilometer long hiking trail that goes along the river, up in the forest, and then you pass through the old part of Trollhättan as well. Super beautiful, especially in spring and summertime. And then we go over to the Cradle of Creativity. And here we find some of our museums. So we have Saab Car Museum. The Saab car was produced here in Trollhättan. And now we have this beautiful and majestic museum where you can see a lot of the cars and experience the history of the Saab car. We also have a science center, mostly for children. But if you want to go be creative and create things, that's a perfect place. And we also have Vänersborgs Museum, which is called a British museum in miniature. So it's not about Vänersborg, it's more about the world and history, and so from different parts of the world. Let's gather. Yeah. Then we have the culture, and here we find some artscape that's in Vänersborg, where you can go looking for rural paintings on the houses, like this man over here. And we have similar street art in Trollhättan as well. We have the sculpture tour in Trollhättan, as I talked about earlier, but we also have a sculpture park in Restagård in Vänersborg, if you're for the art interested. And then we have Trollywood. Since Trollhättan is a big producer of film, we also have the stars in the ground on the actors and actresses that's been here. And we have the company Filmivest that is a big producer of film, and I think they have the biggest green screen in Europe right now. So we have a lot of film production here as well. We also, of course, have some farm shops you can go to, where you can both buy fruit and berries and vegetables, but also look at the animals and just enjoy the farm life, which is really nice. You have this place, Bergaboden in Vargön. It's at the end of the mountain, Hunneberg, and there you can also rent waffle irons to go make waffles during the open fires and stuff like that. It's also a really nice place to go if you want to go up to the mountain. And then we have some events. I thought I would just say something that's, since you're arriving here pretty soon, I just gathered a few of the events that's happening this spring. And then you can find all events on our website. but we have the European Oyster Championship. It is the 24th of January, so in 2 weeks, maybe 1 week. And that's a really cool contest because they open oysters, and it's free entrance, so you can just go there and have a good time. You can try oysters. There is a food market. Super nice. It is here in Trollhättan as well. Then we have Quality Malt. That's a food and drink fair in Vänersborg, where you have to buy a ticket to go there, but you can go try some local produced food and drinks like beer and stuff like that, Then we have Tattoo Meltdown, which is a big tattoo fair here in Trollhättan, where you can go get inspiration for tattoos, you can make a tattoo, And then we have a big flea market in Vänersborgs Arena. We have an Easter parade in Vänersborg as well. And then we have the local food event, Smaka på Trollhättan, where different restaurants sell small portions of food during one weekend, city festival, kind of, here in Trollhättan. And I thought I'd also add some of my favorites that you can add to your own little bucket list when you come here, and that is to watch the sunset at Koppaklinten, and that is, as I said, best during winter. You can, when it's getting a little bit closer to spring, you can have a walk around Grindsjön at Hunneberg, meet some nice cows and hang out in the nature. Have a coffee at Kakerian in Strömslund. Strömslund is the older part of the city, super cozy, and Kakerian is a very small coffee place. So that's something on your to-do list. Bring picnic to the waterfall. The Bridal Whale is also super nice thing to do. And maybe when you come to Sweden, you should grab a cold dip and then heat up in the sauna. And here is our social media. You can check out our website for more information, and then follow us on Instagram and Facebook to get inspiration while you're here. And that was all I had.
Thank you so much, Felicia. You make me kind of want to move here. I live in Gothenburg, but a lot of fun stuff is actually happening here. I really have to say I'm so impressed. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for listening, everyone. With that, we conclude our introduction days here at University West. As I mentioned, the recordings from yesterday and today will be published on the introduction days page, where you found the link to the to this webinar. So I will publish tomorrow is the goal. And yeah, with that, I look forward to meeting you here in Trollhättan, and I speak for all of my colleagues when I say that. And we really wish you a great journey, and once again, thank you so much for your attention and for listening, and see you soon.